Friends, let us have a good time together. You know, one of the important things about Islam that it is the most entertaining, stupid book ever you can imagine. And it doesn't matter what book we are talking about, because both of them, they are the books of Muhammad. Quran is made by Muhammad, Hadith is made by Muhammad, and what they wrote about him. A Muslim, he sent a question to a sheikh, and those sheikh, they are the one who can answer your questions, as long it is silly. Like as an example, ask the sheikh, can I shave underarm? The sheikh is going to be so happy and excited to give you all the answers you need. You can ask the sheikh, hey, is it halal to eat ice cream with my fiancée? Because I'm afraid if we drink from the same milk or we eat the same milk, she became forbidden for me. What a stupid religion. But if you ask a serious question, the sheikh will rip you off to pieces and he will claim that you have a problem. Here a Muslim, he asks question, asking the sheikh, how Allah he descend every day in the third part of the night? The Muslim sheikh is going to answer this poor Muslim who decide to think and use his brain. Listen to the question and listen to the answer and die laughing. And by the way, we have a link to give a credit to the sheikh and the info in case you want to see it. For sure we will not play the whole video, just a short part of it, but you can watch the whole thing and die laughing where he gave no answer.
Mu'izz says regarding a hadith in which is said of Allah descending to the lowest heaven when 1/3 of the night remains. I'm a little confused about it. The time when 1/3 of the night remains varies from one place to the other. Does Allah descend to the lowest heaven multiple times?
So notice what is the question. The question, Allah he descend every night in the third part of the night. But this is vary from different place to other. This is the question. Now listen to the answer and die laughing.
Because time varies in different parts of the world. Mu'izz, your question is quite disturbing.
Your question is disturbing, brother. How dare you to question the stupidity of Muhammad? Because obviously Muhammad he think all the earth have one time zone.
Your question is quite disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
The reason is that you are comparing Allah Azza wa Jal to us humans.
Huh?
The hadith is authentic without any doubt. Allah Azza wa Jal descends to the lower heaven when the last third of the night is due. And Allah says, is there anyone seeking forgiveness so I would forgive him? Is there anyone asking me so that I would give him? Is there anyone supplicating to me so that I would answer him? This is authentic. There's no doubt in that. But the problem is that you're comparing Allah's descent to ours.
Hold on, you know, if Allah he sent, he descend. I mean, descent, he descend, you idiot. Who is comparing to who? It's Allah who's comparing his descent. He is the one who say he descend. As long as he descend, it means he go down. This is the language. It's a clear Arabic language. You descend. So the problem is you are comparing, but this is not the question, even you idiot. The question is how he descend in the third part of the night. He is not asking you about how he descend. And here you see how they try to avoid the question, which is very embarrassing. And he says clearly it's quite disturbing, for this is exposing the fiction stories of Muhammad, who he and his God is one, trying to convince us that the earth is a flat and we have one time everywhere. The guy is asking you how Allah he come down in the third part of the night, but there is many third part of the night. Does that mean Allah he will keep going up and down? This is the question. And now instead of answering the poor Muslim, He is making fun of him, humiliating him, and giving him no answer. And what the answer? Are you comparing Allah to us?
And this is unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Because Allah says, لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ. There is nothing like him.
What does have to do with this? Ain't nothing like me too. But what does have to do with this? They copy from the Old Testament. Old Testament says nothing like God. They copy it from there. And now any question you ask them about their stupid religion, what the answer? You cannot compare, brother. Nothing like Allah. What does have to do with this? Nothing like Allah or nothing is Allah. Who care? Where is the answer?
And he is the most hearing and seeing.
He is the most hearing and seeing, but yet he cannot see me unless he go down. Get it closer, closer, closer. Do you see me now? No. Get it closer, closer, closer. Do you see me now? Still no. Okay, get it closer, close. Allah is all hearing, all seeing, but yet he need to descend every third part of the night. And what the purpose of this journey? Who is praying to me? How he is all hearing, but he cannot hear you unless he go down to the first heaven, which means he have to pass 7 heavens all the way to the lowest heaven, which according to Islam, where the star is. And then you can watch the video. The rest of the video is the same. Allah is all hearing, brother. But do you think Allah hearing is like us? You know, like this guy remind me when I was debating a sheikh. His name is Dr. Nabil Baikli. I don't know if you heard of him. He is the head of the Islamic Center of Tennessee. And he have with him imam of a mosque, his name Malik Sar. So both of them, they are supposedly going to answer a Christian prince. So when I asked him about Allah, he have a shin. You can go watch it, the debate. I mean, it's there. You can search it on YouTube. He said to me, Christian prince, yes, Allah, he have a shin, but do you think the shin of Allah is like yours? The shin of Allah is not like yours, Christian prince. Let me close the blind, otherwise my neighbors, they might think I'm crazy, laughing like crazy. What is this, man? What is this? How Allah, he go down in the third part of the night? When there is many third part of the night, this is the question. The answer, your question is disturbing. How this can be a religion? If we go in the Quran, all of this is from the fiction stories of Muhammad, the idiot. Allah, he gave the command of the wind to Sulaiman. And this command, go under his flying carpet and carry him for a distance of 1 month journey. Allah, he gave Sulaiman a flying carpet, can carry 600,000 chairs, all his kingdom, all his army. Which nation they witnessed that flying carpet in the sky in the history? Which nation they mention that? Which book? Did Sulaiman himself describe to us his flying carpet? I mean, imagine you have a flying carpet in such a way, even if it's 1 meter size, and you don't write about it. If we go and read the interpretation for this funny verse, chapter 21, verse number 81. Sulaiman, he have what exactly? Is it really a flying carpet, brother? We will see. Look like it. And maybe Christian Prince is lying. Maybe it's not a flying carpet. Maybe it's at a Boeing 7777. It's a huge one. Here we go. And Sulaiman, we subjugated the wind strongly ragging. Means we subjugated strong wind to Sulaiman. What does that mean? Running by his command toward the land which we pleased. And then he says, he had a mate made of wood, in which he would place all the equipment of his kingship, the tanks, the missiles, the marines. I mean, everybody, everyone. everybody on the flying carpet, we are going to do invasion. And then everything jump in the top of a piece of wood, which is so huge, can carry 600,000 chairs, all his ministers and his army, his horses, his kingship, his servants, his camels, his tents, his troops, all in the top of flying carpet. And then he command the wind to carry it. And then the wind comes from under the flying carpet and he fly. Any Muslim is listening? This is your Quran. You know, the funny, the Muslim, they say to us, Quran is full of science. And this is the science of the Quran. Do you see it? Are we lying? Or this is your books? How a human being in the 21st century believe in such a garbage? And not only that, you see, Suleiman, not only he go to the space by a flying carpet, but he have a special division. They do diving. Satan's brother, Satan's, they work for Suleiman, brother. وَمِنَ الشَّيَاطِينَ, even shayateen, look how it's written. مَنْ يَغُوصُونَ لَهُ, they dive for him. And shaitan, there were some who died for him. Means they dive into the water to retrieve pearls and jewels, etc., brother, for him, brother. I mean, this is true. It's obvious. I mean, how Suleiman he got so rich? Hello. Where he got all those jewelries? Hello. Isn't it obvious? Satan, brother, Shaitan, hey, Mr. Satan. Shaitan, can you give me your resume? Shaitan, what is that, Shaitan? It says you were employee of Solomon? Yes, I was. Really, what do you do for him? I used to dive for him. Oh, you dive for Suleiman? Yes, I do. And what do you do there? I used to dive for jewelries. Shaitan? And do you get him a lot of jewelries? A lot of jewelries. And what Suleiman he do with it? He sell it in eBay. At that time there was eBay. Yes, different eBay. It's called SatanEBay.com. I mean, it's true story. So Suleiman, he have millions of shaitan. And what they do every morning? They dive in the ocean. They will not be allowed to come back unless their pocket is full of jewelries. True story. And not only that, وَيَعْمَلُونَ عَمَلًا دُونَ ذَلِكَ. Additional to that, they do other work beside shaitan. I see in your resume, it says you do other work beside diving for Suleiman. What is that? I wash dishes. Oh, really? You don't have servants? Oh, no, this is different kind of dishes. Like what? Satellite dishes. What? Satellite dishes. Suleiman, he used to have satellite dishes. Yes, he used to have. Oh, why he have it? So he can receive signal from Allah. Ah, okay. That makes sense. And I heard that Suleiman, he used to use you for building too. Exactly. I have actually my cousin who used to build for Suleiman mansions. Oh, your cousins? Really? Are you sure from that? Yes, it says that in the Quran. And also shaitan, every kind of builder. If. Not only they are builders from every kind of builders. Chimney builder, wall builder, oven builder, I mean, you name it. True story. So they are builders, they are divers, and guess what? Others are bound in fetters. What does that mean? And other shaitan, they are chained. He put a chain around their hands. He put them in jail. Shaitan. Why Suleiman he put them in jail?
Suleiman, he was very aggressive with us. So when we are lazy or not doing our job or we have no job, he put us in chains in the basement. Oh, okay. And do he do that every day? Yes, he do it every day. I can show you. What do you want to show me? He put a chain around my neck and around my arms, and even he put a chain around my tail.
How he can put it around your tail?
Well, he is very smart. He tied it up with it.
This is Islam? This is the religion you want us to believe that this is from God. And then he continued. And it was we who guarded them. Suleiman, he put them in the chain, but Allah, he guarded them. Because they will not run. Shaitan, they are shaitan. Hello. Very evil. They can run, brother. So Allah guard them. And Al-Min, Allah protect him lest any of those shaitan did any harm to him. Makes sense? Come on. All of them were subjugated to his control and domination, and none of them would have dared to approach him. Mean shaitan, have you ever tried to dare to approach Suleiman?
I will never do that. He is scary.
And then, brother, he could set free or detain whoever among them he wished. That's it. He was in charge of them. And if he want, he could set free anyone. So Suleiman is in charge. If you like to set you free and you are a shaitan, Suleiman, he will set you free. Hey, shaitan, you go free. You go vacation, you die. Oh boy. I'm not going to keep you for long. Just I wanted to share some comedy with you. You know, in China they say he left as a donkey. He never came back as a horse. And that is Muhammad. Muhammad the donkey. He did live between the Jews. He heard the stories they tell it to their own children's fiction stories. Muhammad the fool, he took it, he put it in the Quran. He believed in it to be true. Why? Because he's a fraud. He thought to himself, well, those are Jews. They will not tell me something that's true. It must be true. Otherwise, why they treat their children? Hello? He took it as it is. He put it in the Quran. And now we have God. His name is Allah. Telling us those stories. And as you see, this is the most stupid cult ever you can imagine. You have to be certified idiot to believe in such a garbage. Don't forget to download the video, translate it, add subtitle, do as you wish. And with this I say to you, may the Lord bless us, protect us from all the evil and the fictions and the lies of people who try to deceive the naive one. You see, maybe you, me, we are educated. Those stories don't affect us, but the world is full of naive, poor people who believe in things. Those are the victims. So help us share what you learned with those who need it, so nobody can fool them. We are not making fun of Muslims. We are making fun of the devil Muhammad, who tried to fool us, not only the Muslims. We are not a bunch of fools. God, he gave us a gift, and that gift is called the brain. So use it or you lose it. Thank you. May the Lord bless you. And this is a Christian Prince was with you, sharing some of the garbage of Muhammad. Thank you. Christ is Lord, and Muhammad is nothing but a fraud. See ya.